So, red going green. Well, with us to discuss trends in Valentine's Day, and guess whatever happened to Sweetest Day, oh, that's another holiday. Dr. Audrey Gusky joining us from Duquesne University, talking marketing and all things red. Dr. Gusky, how are you?
Hi, Kevin. Great. How are you?
Living the dream, as always.
Yes, and you know, we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day, but being green as well, but it's a different type of green as compared to ecological. We're talking money. How much is being spent and what are people buying?
Yeah, it's almost like you feel obligated if you're a guy. See, you know, we had the modern day matchmaker on, and you know, in this forum, I can pretty much say what guys really think. You know, I gotta go do this, I gotta go do that, otherwise I'm in the doghouse for a year.
And that's pretty much it, unfortunately.
Is that
that's
how
the way it is. This is the one holiday where men outspend women. Not that they do it, you know, joyfully, begrudgingly they do it, but they do outspend women by probably $40. That's pretty significant.
Well, I mean, really, if you're a guy, what do you get?
You mean for guys? What do women get for guys?
Yeah, I mean, to me, Valentine's Day seems one-sided. The women get everything and the guy gets stuck with the bill.
Do you want to know the truth?
Can you imagine that's why I'm single? But anyway, but seriously, I mean, if you're the guy, you pay, or if you don't, you pay.
This is what women do.
Okay.
They buy for their kids, they buy for their pets, they buy for their friends. And maybe for their sweetheart. He's thrown in there a little bit, yeah. But guys only buy for their wife or their sweetheart, yeah. So men are spending more for one person. Women are spreading it out among everyone they know and love. Sending cards, decorating the house, doing all that fun stuff.
So Poochie gets the gift and the guy gets the bill.
Absolutely, as it should be, yeah.
What was the history of this? How did it all begin, really, as far as buy?
Well, I think historically it began with literally a guy named St. Valentine, who was a Catholic saint and who was very generous with people. But when it got to the buying part, I would say it probably started in the 50s or 60s, when it was a nice day for people to recognize their sweetheart, and that had gone on for probably 100 years. But all of a sudden, marketers, being the marketing bonanzas that we are, took advantage and said, hey, let's take advantage of this. Let's encourage people to buy cards and gifts. And then it was just for your sweetheart, and then it moved on to everyone that you know. And so now it is one of the biggest holidays of the year as far as spending. I think it's like 5th on the list, behind Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day, those types of holidays.
Plus, we're indoctrinated at school because you have, I don't know if they still do this in the schools where they hand out the paper Valentine's Day.
Yes, but they're a little bit more strict now because you can hand out a Valentine, but you can't hand out candy with the Valentine because it has to be screened, which is unfortunate because now you're just giving the paper Valentines as compared to all the cookies and things, because, you know, it could be food allergies and stuff like that.
Yeah. But you go back to that. I mean, we're taught at a young age.
Yes.
Where you hand out the paper Valentines and you have the little paper bag. Back in our day, it's plastic now.
Yes.
But you would pass everything out and, oh, such and such gave me this or that kind of thing.
That was the fun days. You remember that? And you know, if you got the special Valentine, or, you know, I went to a little Catholic school at Holy Trinity in Moon Run, and everyone had to get everyone a Valentine so they didn't feel slighted, which is now the case. But yeah, that was how it started, and now it's expanded. Obviously, $14.7 billion in spending.
One day.
For the holiday, absolutely.
Yeah, well, I mean,
yes.
you know, now will it be bigger because it's on Saturday this year?
No. Believe it or not, it's gone down. Spending has gone down. Last year, the average consumer spent $120+. This year, it's only $100.
What can you get for $120? That's a lot.
Well, once again, it's guys, maybe
like dinner.
It includes dinner, it includes cards, it includes everything that's attached to the holiday.
It's a lot of trees that get killed for one day.
Well, you can always send something online if you want to be green, so, you know, you can do that with the, you know, music and all the
Is that
stuff.
pretty big these days, the online thing?
It's pretty big, yeah, because you can personalize it.
What is it, the 30 and under sect, really? Online as opposed to traditional?
Probably even a little bit longer, you know, a little bit extended. But basically it's 30 or under. But of course they're doing all the online social networking types of things as well. But this is a holiday for, you know, across the country, across demographic groups. And are people spending? Yeah, not as much as they had because of the economy. Cupid, there's been a bite taken out of his, you know, they say love conquers all, but it doesn't conquer the economy. So people are tightening. So you may not get the most expensive piece of jewelry that you had expected.
Jewelry?
Jewelry's big. 16% of women want jewelry.
How about a warm hug and a firm handshake? That comes from the heart. All right, much more with Dr. Audrey Gusky here as we give you some tips on Valentine's Day and that special gift at an affordable price. We'll tell you the details next. Welcome back to Night Talk. Kevin Miller with you, getting ready for Valentine's Day. Dr. Audrey Gusky joining us from Duquesne University. And really, isn't Valentine's Day just a marketer's dream?
Yes, of course it is. Of course it is. I mean, most of these holidays...
It's all smoke and mirrors.
Well, I mean, when you really think about it, it's a holiday set aside to show the people that you love your affection. Well, shouldn't we do that every day? Absolutely.
Well, you do that when you pay the mortgage every month.
And all the other bills that you're paying for your spouses and your children and your whole family.
Sure.
Exactly. But, you know, once again, it's a national type of holiday that we've allocated to this particular event. You know, is a marketer's bonanza? Absolutely. You know, do people sell stuff as a result? Yeah. Does it boost the economy like an economic stimulus package? Well, a bit.
What are the new crazes right now? I mean, again, traditionally, it's the roses, it's the dinner, and by gosh, the dinner better be good, the restaurant better be nice.
And you better have that reservation by now, because if you don't have it, forget it, because they're all booked up.
Yeah.
Next to Mother's Day, the busiest restaurant day of the year.
So, I mean, is that basically what it is, or is there something new?
Well, I mean, we've got a lot of new things. People are...
How about a subscription? Maybe you could give somebody a subscription to Reader's Digest for Valentine's Day.
That's very romantic. Yeah, that would work.
It's a gift that keeps on giving all year round.
Well, as your previous guest said, cook a dinner at home for your loved one.
Right.
Girl or guy, that would be fine. Cards, personalized cards are very good. Electronic types of things, you're sending e-cards or you're creating packages. The thing nowadays, Kevin, is people are trying to make personalized things. It's what we call one-on-one marketing, micro-marketing. So you could create a gift that's made specifically for your sweetheart. And, you know, whether it has her name on it or it's just designed as something that would be specific for her.
Now, what about my idea of Single Awareness Day?
Okay.
Because it's funny, and I used to do this routine in Alabama, and actually after I did it, somebody came up with a website, Single Awareness Day. It's like the anti-Valentine's Day. Is there any holes in the market, let's say for a marketer who wants to market towards the singles? You know, dinner for one is a lot cheaper than dinner for two.
Absolutely. I mean, we have the anti-shopping day.
I guess you could give yourself a card and a pat on the back.
You could, or you can have a friend of yours who is in that same situation send you a card and you would send them a card in turn.
Right.
I mean, once marketers get the idea, you got Grandparents' Day, I mean, you name it, we've created it. Is it going to actually catch? Maybe. There's a lot more single people out there. People are staying single longer. They're getting married later.
Well, they have their own issues and they don't want to compound them with anybody else's.
Exactly. And as you talked about earlier, you've got people who've been in relationships and didn't work and they're just fearful to get in another one. And so, yeah, that could possibly work. I wouldn't put it on the radar quite yet. It's going to take a while to set, but it could possibly work.
Okay, the perfect Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
Date.
Date or present? Date?
Date. Then we can get to the present. But,
well,
I mean, look, I think a date is a present.
As it is, because restaurant food and everything counts.
But you have to have a date and then you have to have a present?
Well, I mean, I'm not an expert on this. This is probably more your previous guest, but I would say, and it's very personalized, is what people want.
From your marketer's perspective, what would be the, I mean, when people do surveys and people market towards that, it's always towards that special dinner or that diamond pendant or something else.
Well, once again, getting at the personal touch. So if someone, you know, likes a particular restaurant or likes a particular, like has an interest or a hobby in something, so you could maybe go to dinner and then go golfing, which of course doesn't work in February.
Like bowling.
Bowling is a good thing.
You get somebody a bowling ball.
Exactly.
His and hers bowling ball.
Or just take her bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could work. Or if someone's like a movie buff and you find out the latest movie and take them to that. Or, you know, if they're into opera, you may want to get tickets for something like that.
I don't see that happening.
You don't see that happening?
No.
Because you don't like opera?
I like the bowling.
Bowling is a good thing.
Then you could have matching shirts.
Well, you also want to make sure you're going on a date where you have a lot of interaction and communication. Because you want to be sharing and being together and learning about each other. That's important, communicating.
Well,
so
but on the other hand...
You can do that in bowling.
Yeah, but on the other hand, you know, it might be something that you want to do outside your comfort zone, like I guess in the summer it would be mini golfing or something interactive.
Yes.
But is there a difference from a marketing perspective of someone who's a newlywed, someone who's married with kids, someone who kids have kids? I mean, do marketers target people differently?
Oh,
Let's say for grandparents, what does Valentine's Day mean as opposed to parents, as opposed to singles?
Absolutely. Well, being a grandma that I am, as you know, little Jake, and, you know, I have different perspectives on things. So my Valentine's Day has expanded to not just Valentine's Day for my boyfriend and my children and my parents, but also now my grandson. So will they market me differently? Absolutely.
So you're multifaceted when it comes to Valentine's
Well, once again, we're getting at the women versus guys thing. Women are going to buy stuff and celebrate with everyone as compared to guys who are trying to be very focused. It's like women multitask, guys are single. totally focused.
Focus.
One dimension.
Yeah, exactly.
Focus is probably a good word.
All right, coming up next, affordable Valentine's Day present. One man says, if you're unemployed, he's going to give you a gift for free for that special sweetie. Find out next. Night Talk. Welcome back to Night Talk. Kevin Miller with you, getting ready for Valentine's Day. And guys, don't worry, we've got affordable gifts for you on the way with our good friend, Dr. Audrey Gusky from Duquesne University, talking marketing, advertising, and just beyond the spin, where you can get the best deals. Speaking of best deals, Dr. Gusky, there's this guy in Florida, Diamonds Direct, that if you're unemployed, he's going to, and if you can verify that you're unemployed, he's going to give you a free gift to give to your honey. $99 value, that's pretty great.
How wonderful is that? That's very generous. It's like Denny's giving away free breakfast after the Super Bowl. We're seeing more and more of that type of thing in the economy today. So I applaud him. And, maybe everyone just go online and track him down and get your gifts.
Value for your dollar, though, in these tough times, sometimes you have to be frugal.
You have to be. The buzzword, the mantra now, Kevin, is cheap is chic, believe it or not.
Cheap is chic.
Yes. It never used to be, but nowadays, people don't want to be flaunting or buying extravagant things because they don't have the money, and they just don't want to be obnoxious or extravagant, and so that's a healthy thing in this economy.
Here's my idea.
Okay.
Instead of going buying something on Valentine's Day, wait till the next day, and you can get it for 50% off. Just say that you're sick or you can't make it. Now, that's saving some money.
That's saving significant money. Of course, you could lose the sweetheart as a result, because if you're going out that night.
Well, if they like you just because you're late with the chocolates, who needs them?
I left it at home, honey. I'll get it for you tomorrow.
That
works. Okay, that works. Okay, so we've solved that problem.
But
Bingo.
we see these things, these chocolates and everything else, priced exorbitantly. The next day, 50% off.
That's exactly right.
What are the best deals?
Well, the best deals, once again, there are deals out there everywhere. There have been deals because the economy has really tanked. So I would say, as a shopper, men or women, and this is always a last-minute holiday, as you know, because men are always like the day of or the day before.
I don't know if I would know, but I'll take your word for it.
Trust me on that.
Okay.
And just like Christmas, guys are always last-minute as well. But
I'll let that slide tonight.
no, statistically, it's true. Men tend to shop later than women. Women have shopped in July. Men start December 24th. That's just a fact.
All right.
Okay. So
you're the doctor. I'm the talk show host. Go ahead.
So on Valentine's Day, women have bought all our gifts and they're wrapped, as compared to men will go out.
Women actually buy men presents?
Oh, of course, of course. Maybe they're taking them out to dinner, maybe buying them flowers.
Now, that would be nice.
Would that be lovely?
Why don't we just do the role reversal where the women take the men out? Now, that would be truly a special.
Isn't that like Sadie's Hawkins Day or something?
So anyway, as far as affordability,
well,
any good ideas?
Well, I would say be a very savvy shopper. Go out there and be very careful. Check out price tags, see what's out there. There are sales and values. So maybe you're going to get a box of candy, but you can get a cheaper box as compared to less expensive or more expensive box. You can get cards. Just check prices, I would say. Jewelry is a bargain. Basement prices nowadays. So 16% of women are looking for jewelry. Gift cards is another big one. But you have to be careful with gift cards because you're paying that particular value. We've talked about that over Christmas time. You can't buy something on sale with a gift card, let's put it that way. So if you're paying 20 bucks, you know it's 20 bucks. Where you can go out and get a nice sweater or a nice bathrobe or something
Why don't you just
sale.
write, hey, I'll cook you dinner one day?
You can do that too.
Yeah, like a card. Now,
or a back rub or pedicure, even though guys don't usually like to do that, but you could do that too.
I got to ask you this quickly.
Okay.
We see this all the time in Victoria's Secrets. How big is lingerie on Valentine's Day?
Oh, it's huge. It's their biggest time by far. And once again, my students have done studies on this, and I should rephrase this by saying they do observation studies, and they try to study.
What, they go to the Victoria's Secrets and watch?
Well, we're watching how men's behavior, and men
I always get thrown out of the mall when that happens.
Well, the problem is men are very, what's the word, shy, or just don't know how to act in a Victoria's Secret. So they typically go to the sales clerk, say, I want something, she's your size, in red, and then they throw it in a box, and they put it in a Victoria's Secret bag, and then hide another bag because they don't want to be seen that they were in the store, and they ran out. So that's typically the men's behavior in a Victoria's Secret.
All right, number one thing for Valentine's Day, quickly.
Number one thing is going out to dinner. Cards are also a big thing. Candy, 1/3 of people buy candy, and 16% buy jewelry, and 11% gift cards. So those seem to be the hot items this year.
All right, Dr. Gusky, thank you very much.
Thank you, Kevin. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody.
And to you, too. All right, guys, take my word for it, and ladies, save money. Don't go out on Valentine's Day. Wait till the day after and get the great deals. You heard it here first. Have a great one. Thank you for watching.